In this well-trodden world, the discovery of a species new to science is an exciting event, a glimmer of the uncharted riches of biodiversity still hidden around the globe. Many new species were described this year, including several snakes, frogs, insects, and even new primate species. Turning to the ocean, scientists spotted a beaked whale that may be a new species, and a mysterious coiled siphonifer, believed to be the longest animal ever recorded. The siphonifer, found by the Schmidt Ocean Institute, is believed to be the largest animal ever recorded, measuring 46 meters, 150 feet. Let's take a look at our top 15 species new to science in 2020. A new mouse lemur emerges from the tiniest group of primates in the world. Mouse lemurs, a group of shy nocturnal primates, are found on the island of Madagascar and considered the smallest group of primates in the world. They are about the size of a human fist. Scientists distinguished this new species, the Jonas mouse lemur, from other mouse lemurs based on both its appearance as well as genomic data and mitochondrial DNA. The Jonas mouse lemur is a bit bigger than the average mouse lemur and has a reddish-brown body with a white stripe on its nose, thick fur and small ears. As far as researchers know, it occurs only in a small swath of lowland rainforest in northeast Madagascar, in Mananara Nord National Park. Here, it faces threats from deforestation, as Madagascar's forests are laid bare. There are 108 species of lemurs and 25 species of mouse lemurs. All are threatened with extinction. An expedition into the Bolivian cloud forest reveals a new frog, among the smallest in the world. The Lilliputian frog found in Bolivia is among the smallest in the world, measuring around 10 millimeters, 0.4 inches, about the size of an aspirin tablet. The tiny Lilliputian frog was found living in tunnels beneath the moss and humus in a cloud forest in the Zongo Valley near La Paz, Bolivia. Researchers said it was exceedingly difficult to find, despite its distinctive call. A beautiful and endangered langur species found in Myanmar, Popa langur is newest langur species in the genus Strachopithecus. A new primate species, the Popa langur, was identified in the lab using samples of tissues from museum specimens, captive species, and fecal samples from wild animals collected in the forests of Myanmar. Only around 200 to 260 Popa langur individuals are known to exist, spread across 4 separate populations. The safest population, according to researchers, lives in an area of forest only about 26 square kilometers, 10 square miles, in size, which may not give it room to sustain a growing population. Although its status has not been formally assessed, it qualifies for a critically endangered designation under the IUCN Red List criteria. A new Indian pit viper named after a Harry Potter character, Salazar's pit viper. A new green pit viper species was found in the Himalayas and named Trimeresurus salazar, or the Salazar's pit viper, after Salazar Slytherin, a character from J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series. The snake, which is nocturnal and has a unique reddish to orange stripe on the head and body of males, was discovered during a herpetological expedition in the northeasternmost state of India, Arunachal Pradesh, which has been home to many new discoveries of plants and animals in recent decades. A false gecko found in the Philippines. On a collection trip on the southeastern tip of the Philippines' main island of Luzon, researchers found several species of false geckos, the final one receiving its name this year. The Bicol hollow-dwelling forest gecko, Pseudogecko hungkag. Hungkag means hollow in Filipino, and is a nod to the gecko's tendency to hide in hollow areas such as logs. It has inverted Y-shaped markings along its entire tail, and golden yellow eyes that reflect in the light of a flashlight. The Bicol hollow-dwelling forest gecko is only the 10th species from the genus Pseudogecko. False geckos, all of which are found exclusively in the Philippines. Their quick movements and camouflage make them very difficult to find, and little is known about their habitat range and requirements. Though newly described to science, this Madagascar giant frog is well known at the dinner table. Frog fritters and frog legs are on the menu in many Madagascan towns, where giant frogs are bred in ponds or easily caught in the countryside and brought to the table. One of these giant frog species, which reaches body lengths of more than 10 centimeters, 4 inches, drew the attention of researchers. Using genetic analysis, scientists found that this frog, while well known to locals, was unknown to science. It has been distinguished from other Mantodactylus frog species in its genus and named Mantodactylus rhodaka. Rhodaka is the traditional name for the large frog. There are now 362 recognized species of frogs in Madagascar, 15 new wasp species found in Brazil that parasitize spiders. The tropical parasitoid acrotophus wasps manipulate the behavior of their host spiders in a complex way. The species of the genus are large and colorful. A group of researchers found 15 new wasp species in the Andean cloud forests and Amazon rainforest of Brazil. All of the wasps are in the genus Acrotophus and all parasitize spiders in a unique way. Female Acrotophus wasps use venom to temporarily paralyze a spider in its web. The wasp then lays a single egg on the spider. While the spider is hosting the wasp egg, it no longer weaves its normal web, but builds a web that will protect the developing wasp pupa. Once the wasp egg hatches, the larvae eats its spider host, and then lives in the specially built web while it pupates. A shiny salamander from the US finally gets a name. Carolina Sandhills salamander, Eurus urinicola, found in the US state of North Carolina. More than 50 years after it was first collected, a new species of salamander has been identified by researchers using next-generation DNA sequencing technology. The Carolina Sandhills salamander, Eurus urinicola, is found in the springs and small streams in the Sandhills region of the US state of North Carolina. The state has 64 named salamanders, more than any other state in the country. The Sandhills region holds some of the last remaining 5% of longleaf pine ecosystem in the US. A giant scorpion found in Sri Lanka, the female Yala giant scorpion, Heterometrus ulensis, one of the large forest-dwelling scorpions, is found only in Sri Lanka. During a nighttime survey of Yala National Park, Sri Lanka's most popular wilderness area, researchers found a new scorpion species that has been named Heterometrus ulensis, or the Yala giant scorpion. Females of the species can grow to a length of 103 millimeters and males to 75 millimeters. The large, forest-dwelling scorpions are found only on the Indian Ocean island of Sri Lanka, where interest in scorpions has peaked after a series of deaths caused by a different scorpion, the invasive Indian red scorpion, Hottentotta tamulus. Scorpions are prey to the illegal wildlife trade because of their popularity as pets. An iridescent snake shines through in Vietnam. A new, iridescent snake from the Ha Giang province of Vietnam was described by researchers this year. Its oddly patterned scales, iridescence, and lack of bright light photoreceptors in its eyes are adaptations for its mostly underground burrowing lifestyle. Researchers believe this species, which they named Achalanus zugarum, evolved earlier than most other snakes and could help to shine new light on snake evolution, but because they mostly remain underground, they are especially difficult to find. A purple tree spider crab found in India, a new species of tree spider crab Leptarmabiju. This new species of tree spider crab, Leptarmabiju, was found on the pillars of a bridge near mangroves at the mouth of Chitari River in Kerala, India. It's purple and very small, 14 by 13 millimeters, and is the first of its genus to be found in the country. Crabs are considered ecosystem engineers of mangrove ecosystems, as their burrowing aerates the soil, and their diets recycle nutrients. Researchers plan to further explore the area for hidden diversity. A striking new velvet spider named after musician Lou Reed. The red and white coloration reminded researchers of the Joker's grin, found in Iran. This new species of velvet spider sports a striking red and white pattern that reminded researchers of the iconic grin of the Joker, Batman's nemesis, portrayed by actor Joaquin Phoenix in the 2019 film. The tiny spider, named Laridia phoenixi, measures only 8 millimeters long and is the first of its genus to be found outside of the Mediterranean. Laridia spiders, named for the late punk rocker Lou Reed, exhibit unique behaviors such as building communal nests and cooperatively caring for their young.